Hey Frank, Victoria. This is it's like around 1:15 on Thursday. I haven't heard from you guys yet, but I had Telegraph Road set up. I'm sorry, Stone Meadow, just off of Telegraph Road. 95 is like right behind it. I just thought I'd check it out. I wasn't sure when you guys would be available, and I guess since there's not that much for us to look at, I wanted to come out and just take a peek at it. It looked intriguing, and I think it's built somewhere around 98, 99, something like that, maybe even 2000 something. I have to pull it up, but and this is in Henrico, not too far from just outside of like the lakeside area. All right, I'm gonna go on inside and finish this thing. All right, so a brief rundown on this, and I'll give you a shot at the where we are. That's 95. I'm right behind the house. So you haven't sent me anything or mentioned anything about, not wanting to be close to, highways or, train tracks or any of that. I usually don't mention any of that stuff unless somebody mentions that to me, because, some people just don't mind that stuff. Now, if you did find something that you liked, I would, mention that it could affect you when you go to sell. But like for me, I spent a lot of time with my grandparents when I was a kid, and they lived really close to train tracks. So for me, really it's kind of nostalgic. Trains, I'm not so hot on having an interstate right behind my house. But, if you really love the home, of course it's going to affect the value, and it would affect you when you go to sell. But, a seat for every ass, right? All right, so they are asking $292,500. We are in the outskirts of Glen Allen. $292,500, built in '99, 1,900 square feet. That puts it about $154 a square foot, which on the face of it is not that. It's not a first floor master. It's not that high, but I would say with the interstate right behind here, yeah, that is high, and that's with today's markets. Driveway can stand to be sealed, as you can see. Needs some attention. All right, getting off topic. So it's listed as having natural gas, but this is a heat pump, which does not make sense. So it's most likely a furnace, gas furnace. I thought this was interesting. Last time it sold was July 30th, 2019. Sold for $263,000. They had $8,000 in concessions, which makes it a contract in at $255,000. They have new HVAC system here, new vapor barrier, new carpet. So does that elicit $45,000 growth in 2 years? We're about to find out. It does have a good grade to it. You can see how it's almost on I don't know if you can make it out, but it's on sort of like a slight crown, which is exactly what you want for a water flow. So you're not going to have any wash inside the garage. You see the garage is a little banged up here, but I've dated worse. The sidewalk could definitely stand to be sealed. You're starting to see the aggregate in there, and I have a great brick mason that can take care of these bricks. He actually doesn't realize that he doesn't charge enough. I'll be the last one to tell him. I'm not sure what kind of tree this is in the front yard. Not a bad idea when you have trees in the front yard, or if you've seen a tree or shrubs, bushes that have been removed. Not a bad idea to add a root intrusion test to see if your septic, your sewer system has been compromised. I'll wait till looking. That smells really musty. Of course, we've had a ton of rain. Yep, there's a new vapor barrier, and to me that's kind of like I don't want to say red flag, but you don't go and put a new vapor barrier in place for no reason. It is kind of musty in here. This crawl space sits down so low, so that almost kind of, I don't know, I'm not going to say it offsets sitting on the crown, but, and you can see your sewer line where it goes out, right there. The sewer line that goes out is almost right in line with that tree, so definitely would not be a bad idea to have a root intrusion test done here. Insulation is a touch stringy, as you can see, and it does look like there's moisture on the block. Stringy insulation can be indicative of excessive moisture in the crawl space, and it's really musty under there. That said, we have had an enormous amount of rain on saltwater base. Alright, there's your natural gas. So there's probably not, I'll be really surprised if it's a heat pump here. Vinyl siding. It's probably going to be natural gas furnace. Here's the deck. There's 95. Good thing about that is, you know, you can kind of gauge the traffic to see what time you should leave for work. I know you're retired. That was just my lame attempt at a joke. All right, so let's get inside. That should be your your condensation flow for your HVAC system. That's a blown seal there. And that looks like a true blue Palladian window. Those are kind of expensive to replace. There's your sewer cleanup. All right, let me get this door unlocked and we'll kick back up. And definitely could use some paint here. All right, we're inside. 2-story foyer. You know, from this side, that window doesn't look that bad, but it looked like a blown seal from the outside. But as we get to moving around, I'll take another peek back up at it. You got your mirrors on the wall over here. I guess they took that off the bedroom ceiling. The hardwood floors here, definitely worn. And these floors, they're not the name slipping my mind. Anyways, it's not the old school hardwood floors that you would find back in like the 70s, 80s, 60s. You can refinish these a few times, but not indefinitely from what I've been told. Right here, you're gonna have, this will be like your living room, flex room area. I guess that's, you know, that's what we've been calling it. But the way things have been going, they'll probably call it something else before too long. Dining room here, new carpet, newer chandelier, almost floor to ceiling windows. That's nice. So a lot of natural light in here. It's kind of the first thing that you notice when you come in. Those hardwood floors really need attention though. Oh, and I don't know if I got you a shot of this. Kind of a original chandelier. That looks like that was a 99 chandelier when this house was built. New carpet going upstairs. From what I've seen so far, if it's carpet throughout upstairs, what did I say, about 1,900 square feet here or something like that? Yeah, 1,900 square feet. From what I've seen so far, it might have run maybe 4,000 to put the carpet in here. HVAC, I haven't seen the HVAC in the system yet, but I'll be able to give you an idea on that. I'm trying to gauge if they've really added, you know, the value to it for it to have gone up $45,000 in asking price from what they bought it. When we get upstairs, we'll see if there's any plumbing up above here. It could just be tape job coming loose. A lot of people think that's indicative of the house getting ready to fall on top of itself in the next 7 seconds, but most of the time that's not the case. Laminate countertops, ceramic tile floor, not bad. We usually feel around sliding glass doors and back doors for any rotted baseboard. That felt fine. Just your standard cabinets, not laminated. That's a good thing. I'm sure these are probably staple drawers. Yeah, staple drawers. Ceramic backsplash. A lot of outlets here. Nice. So you can put your Vitamix there. Your what's the coffee thing there. All right, let's stop. I don't have a lot of time to get out to the next place. I'm not sure when you guys are coming to meet me. I haven't heard from you. You said you were supposed to be here around 1-ish, you said. So this one was our 1:15 setup. This looks like a blown seal here. Of course, it could be dirty. I think it's just dirty. It feels like a lot of something on the outside. That could be a blown seal. We usually account for, like, if you had to replace the windows, blown seals you can typically get fixed, repaired. About $100 a window, something like that. But if we do have to wind up replacing any windows, you know, depending on its size can make a big difference. This is the cathedral ceiling, by the way. It is not vaulted, that's cathedral. we usually account for about $350 a window to replace them, or round up to $400 is actually what we usually do. Dust to air on the high side, right? Unless you're selling, then you air on the low side and hope to get better. We'll look out in the garage here in just a minute. Half bath. Not bad. Not bad. I was checking to see if it would slide and for any softness. 6-panel doors. Okay. Utility room. It's a little snug in here, but okay. Haven't seen a panel box yet. It's in the garage. Alarm system. Okay. Wow, it's kind of dark in here. Left my flashlight in the car, but either way, yeah. So natural gas water heater, that looks newer. I would delve into the age on all these things. I think it says 2017. Well, that sounds about right, man. Yeah, I can't really make it out, but yeah, it's probably 2017. Usually I have an app or a website that I go to pull the ages. Small panel box. So if we come across like a Federal Pacific box, I'll point that out to you. This is not Federal Pacific. I can't make out if that's 200 amp service or not. You want a minimum. Oops, sorry, it's up here. I can't see it's two. Either way, if this is the one, we can come back out here and have a look. You can definitely hear 95 and from inside the house, at least I can. So the minimum that you would want from your panel box, 150 amp service. You really want ideally 200 amp service. And 200 amp service, and you know, we will probably not come across any of the house that we looked at that will have this, but 100 amp service would be the bare minimum that you would want. Yeah, it definitely looks like a fogged blown seal on that Palladium window. So I said it's a true Palladium because it's all one piece. If it were two pieces, then you would just have a regular window and that would be called a half round or half moon, or depending on who you ask. Okay, bedroom number, we'll call this one 2. Not a bad size, actually. A lot of natural light in here. That window is either, I think that's a blown seal there. You can almost kind of make out the condensation in the middle there. That looks like a blown seal there too. Let me see what kind of gaskets they have in this seal. Oh, I was expecting to see a different type of seal in there. All right, let's check out the master with the, my brain is not working for me today, good gosh. 2 doors, French doors, gosh. All right, ceiling fan, ceiling light, walk-in closet. Not a bad size. I'm not sure what you're accustomed to, so yeah. So there's that. But that's from what I see so far, that is the only closet in here. So I don't know if you guys are sporting yeah, a wardrobe or not, but not a whole lot of room in there. This is like a linoleum. These might be like the, yeah. So these are laid down in squares. Double vanity. That's cultured marble. It's not laminate. Let's get this and I think, let's see, where was that spot in the kitchen? That would have been right around in here. So they may have had a leak or something at one time. They could have overrun the tub, or anyway, I doubt that it's a leak now because everything was sealed off. You know, the caulking and everything was appropriate, unless that's not waterproof caulking that they put down. So, I usually give a tug on the faucet, but I'm not doing that. It's not very clean. All right. Moving on. Is this 3 beds? This was 3 beds. All right, so bedroom number 3. Another nice sized bedroom. Access panel, it kind of stinks. I'd like to see a pull down, or ideally a walk up, but at least a pull down. And I don't know what's going on with all that. Doesn't look like moisture per se, but I don't know what happened there. Definitely needs a coat of paint on it for sure. Okay. I don't recall seeing the furnace or the heat pump, although I'd be surprised if this is a heat pump. I don't recall seeing that in the crawl space, so it might. There's no way it's up in that attic. That would be a huge pain if that's where that is. That's probably where it is. Here's your return right there. And it's single zone here, which means if you don't have access to the damper, if there is a damper, if you don't have access to the damper, it's always gonna be warmer upstairs and cooler downstairs. You can always manipulate the registers. Huh. I'm going to say it's in the attic, just because of where this filter is, but it might be in the crawl. But you can always manipulate the registers, but really, any HVAC technician is gonna frown on you doing that because it puts undue stress on that's kind of a smaller closet, on the HVAC, on the air handler. All right, let's give this a. Okay, this could definitely use another row of caulk on it. Feels fine. And I didn't notice anything in the ceiling down below this. And that's kind of coming out a little bit, but not gonna put my hands on it. All right. Okay. I'm done. We're off to where? King William? I'm gonna give you a shout out and see if you guys have time to meet me out there. If not, I'll do a video out there as well. 292.5. I ain't seen it. I don't see 292. I don't know. I probably see like closer to 275, but yeah, the way the market is right now, who knows? I think the best thing that this place has going for it is the natural light and the location. And when I say location, I don't necessarily mean right here backed up to 95. I just mean like the Glen Allen area. So you're gonna be really close to a lot of shopping and restaurants and what have you. But you are really close to 95, so this would put you close to close to the kids and the grandkids, or closer. And it's on the north side or northern side of Richmond. Alrighty.